What is going on, lovely people? Welcome to another episode of the Editorial Podcast. I'm Nikki.
And this is Chris coming at you with 77,000 beavers between us, rather.
Of course, we're continuing on with the Canadian theme there. I see, Chris. We had, what was it, geese and hockey rinks, honey crullers,
Yes.
and now beavers.
Yes. Well, we have a theme going, and I figured, we're on opposite sides of Canada, and Canada Day just passed, and, I'm really feeling patriotic,
Right. Nice that you're measuring beavers and not believers.
Yes.
I was just thinking
No.
that Justin Biebs is he still considered Canadian? Would you say so? Would he?
No, didn't we sacrifice him to the Americans because we were so ashamed of him? We were yes, you may take this one, and you may take this one, and you may take Celine Dion. You may take both of them.
I remember that. I remember something like seeing a meme like, "We'll give you Justin Bieber if you give us Tupac back."
Oh man, can you imagine just sacrificing Justin Bieber to the gods to get Tupac back?
At one point in time, I was a fan. I'm not ashamed to say, I think a lot of people did like his music. I was a fan.
I'm not even gonna lie. So, to me, Justin Bieber will always be 12. I know he's a grown adult now, and I think he's married or whatever,
Yeah.
but to me, he will always be 12 years old. I can't not see him as 12.
Do you mean the version of him where he's wearing that white t-shirt and the purple hat and the purple zip-up hoodie?
Yeah, the minute I saw him with Ludacris, I was like, it's game over for this kid. No one's ever going to take him seriously ever again.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, so he'll be in the news with a DUI, and I was like, can he even drive? He's 12.
Yeah, okay.
Or how is he getting married? He's 12 years old. That's ridiculous. Or
oh my god,
it's always 12 years old to me.
Yeah, you know what? It's the what was it again? The fame, money, sex, and drugs. It gets to some people, and
he can't have any of those things because he's 12.
Okay, right. Okay. Oh my goodness. I don't know what to say. But I wasn't part of that generation of really listening to music from Tupac. That was just a little bit before my time. Either that or I was raised in a really traditional Asian family where I had no clue what was going on in the outside world other than Hong Kong dramas and Chinese news. I had no clue what was going on in the world. I didn't watch Friends until I didn't watch Friends until 5 years ago, and I never
You're
watched
not missing much.
How I Met Your Mother until about 3 years ago. So
again, you're not missing much.
Oh, come on. I like those shows, okay?
Oh, God, I'm not going to get into it today. We have other pressing issues to get into, but I will give you my diatribe about Friends at a later date.
Yes, we do have things to get into. And Chris, why don't you let us know what we'll be talking about today? We had a lovely listener who asked us some questions.
Yes, we love hearing from you guys. We were super excited. Nikki and I fangirled over getting questions in our social media. We've been begging for weeks now. We appreciate you guys. Thank you all so much. This lovely, lovely listener asked us a couple of questions. Actually, it's sort of a conglomerate question, a tessellation of questions, if you will.
Yeah, and that's why we decided to basically have one episode dedicated to this listeners' questions, because I think it can encompass a lot of things, and since we always go off on tangents, I think we needed a whole episode dedicated to this.
Because let's be real, we can't keep anything straight. We can't.
Nikki can't. I don't know about Chris.
Yeah, we can't get our ducks in a row sometimes. We take the long way around. We take the scenic route. if you will.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we're using all of these metaphors and we still haven't read this poor question yet. So
Yes, right, go ahead.
yes, basically, give you the bullet points of it. This lovely listener asked, how do you talk to a guy? Like, how do you carry or start a conversation? Is there a difference over a screen or in person? Especially if the person, you don't even know them, like a total complete stranger that you met on a dating app or on the streets. So I'm going to be very real with you, Nikki. I have very little to offer this conversation besides what I know from the cinematic masterpiece that is MTV's Catfish.
Oh
Yeah.
my fucking gorgeous God. Your like love affair with shitty
Okay,
television
okay. It's not
is
all crappy television. It's some crappy television. It's not consistent crappy television. It's just like a few select shows. It's like MTV's Catfish is definitely one of them.
right. And
I may or may not have watched some of those like terrible ones on Netflix, but like, hear me out. For me to watch those shows, like someone has to recommend them to me. Like, I'm not gonna go out of my way and like seek a terrible, mindless television show to watch. Like, for instance, the singular monumental classic that defined a generation that is on Netflix currently called Too Hot to Handle.
oh,
Was
that shit burns my brain cells.
Okay, let me explain the rationale though, because for those of you who don't know me, I tutor a lot of kids who have interests in things that are not education related, as most teenagers are, and a lot of them
Like
are
sex education.
sure, yes. But one of the kids I taught basically sent me an email and wrote me an analysis, and I was almost touched. But basically, they were like, Chris, did you write this? Did you write this show? And I was like, expand and explain for full marks. And basically, he was like, think about the premise. This is the premise that you would have written for a reality TV show. You would have gotten a bunch of like horn dogs together on an island, basically said, hey, you guys don't even get to look at each other without losing $100,000. So all you guys have to keep each other honest and figure your lives out because you're all in jeopardy of making each other lose $100,000. So get it together. And I was like, yeah, that sounds like something I would do.
That makes absolute no sense.
That makes
like absolutely no sense.
All of the sense. Like, I'm just going to make a load of people suffer on an island where it's supposed to be paradise. Like, how do I make these people as miserable as possible and potentially not even give them money in the end?
But that's like based on the fact that you're going to be able to find people that have so little self-control that they can't even control their like sexual desires with a complete stranger.
Well, they managed it and they made a TV show about it. They made a whole season about it. So
right, I know. Yes, I know. Like that was the one thing that took the world by storm after fucking Tiger King, okay? Which I still refuse to watch. There's just some things that I will refuse to watch. There's some things that I plan to watch that I just haven't gotten to yet, like Game of Thrones. I plan to watch it, just never gotten there yet.
It just seems too long. It seems like a commitment. Like I don't know.
It is.
We'll see.
It's a fucking relationship that I don't know if I have time for.
I honestly,
no meaning commitment.
I'm tired already thinking about it. But I will say the only thing that got me to watch Tiger King rather was like the cults in the subtitle. It was like something about like the life and da 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 and the cults was the thing that stuck out to me. I was like, oh man, they're gonna talk about cults.
There's cults.
That's like my yo. Okay, there's like this whole thing about like this one guy who's like sort of he runs like an adjacent zoo to what sort of Joe Exotic does. And he basically like
I don't even know who that is.
So Joe Exotic is like the main guy. It just besides that, there's this other guy. His name's like Doc Anvil, whatever his name is. He like proper is like running a cult. Like he's taking in all of these like women and is like basically like dressing them scantily clad and is like, yes, you're all of my wives. And I was like, yeah, you're running a cult, my dude. Yeah, it's super weird. And then he like lets them like pet tigers and whatnot. And I'm like, you guys are terrible and weird. But I'm like, kind of,
Yes, that is such a reward for being someone's wife. You
yeah.
can touch my pet tiger. Like, what the hell?
Listen, it was like, that was the thing that got me to watch it was a mention of a cult. You know me. I love my
Okay. Oh,
cults.
yeah, I know. I
Yeah.
know. I know.
Sick fascination with
Cults and
cults.
caviar
Cults and
coming
caviar.
to you.
Yes.
Spotify near you
Oh
sometime
man.
soon.
A YouTube channel with just me eating caviar out of tins and talking about cults.
Can you please? Do
Oh
you know
man.
how fast we're gonna gain a following? Just you eating just a giant tin of caviar, only
Yo,
talking
does
about
Costco
cults.
sell caviar? Because, like, I'm going to
You
be
know
spending a
what?
lot of money on caviar.
They might just. I don't think anybody's done that yet. There's a lot of mukbang people who eat
Yeah.
just random shit and talk about murder mysteries and shit
Yeah.
like that, but they eat many different types of foods. You're going to be that one bitch that only eats caviar, or
Oh
you're going to
man.
be that one bitch that dips everything into caviar like fried chicken.
Oh
Oh my god, can
man.
you do that?
Yeah, can we? We're just going to have to get, like, a sponsor for caviar because I feel like we're going to be, like, spending a lot of money on caviar.
Right, right. But then eventually the money rolls in from the YouTube,
Yeah, but
and the ads.
I feel like we might as well start with a little nest egg before
Mm.
we put all of our eggs in that basket, all of our fish eggs in that basket, all of our caviar in that
Ah,
basket.
I see.
Oh,
I see.
snap. Oh,
I see
snap.
what you
Guys,
did
it's been a
there.
long day. This is where my brain is at. I'm so sorry.
And yeah, I'm sorry for keeping Chris up late. So let's get
No,
to the
it's fine. Let's get to
questions.
the oh my god, we still haven't even
Yes, let's
dealt with
get
the
to the
question.
questions. Yes, you and your obsession with shitty TV. But
Yes.
let's get to the questions. And the first question was, how do you talk to a guy? Chris, do you want to kind of give your like 2 cents, 3 cents here?
Oh man. Okay, easily. My quick answer, don't.
Oh, come on.
And I'm only saying this because I am easily the most socially awkward human being on the face of the planet. I do not enjoy talking to people. I'm like a lot better on paper than I am in real life. If you like give me
You
the
guys don't
chance,
know.
yeah, like
You don't even know.
I will make you cry. I will write you an ode. I'll write you a bleeding elegy. I will canonize your name in ink and they will write songs of you.
Oh my god.
But for real, like I'm a great writer.
It's like you don't even know who Shakespeare is, bitch. Okay,
Literally.
you haven't even met Chris Jaggs. Okay, no,
Literally.
this bitch can write, and
Yeah.
then, but when she speaks, it's pretty funny.
Yeah,
The
I'm
contrast between when you talk to me on this podcast and when I read your writing from your portfolio on your vlog is like night and day. And
yeah.
I mean that as a compliment because it means that you're very versatile and
Oh
you're very
man, I
easy to
appreciate that.
communicate with. But it's like, do you dumb it down just a little bit when you talk to me? Because I feel
Oh
like
man.
you use words from the English like dictionary that I have yet to get to that chapter because I
Oh
like,
man.
I'm in that stage of my life where I should be well versed in the English language, but clearly my ESL brain can't
Oh,
compute
stop.
a lot of the language that you use. Okay, so
I guarantee the way I speak is a lot different than the way I write, which is great. But at the same time, when I have time to like write and like plan things out, like
mhm.
I can just knock you off your feet. But it's like the minute I have to think in the moment and have a conversation with someone, I'm like, the weather, huh? That's something. The sun is out and clouds, right? Those are things.
Oh my god. You guys think that she's exaggerating, but it's pretty, but it's not
No,
though.
it's
Like she's
really
not.
not. I'm
I don't.
super
No,
awkward.
I don't think you were like that awkward when you first met me though. Given that we met at a bar, we met at a bar.
Yes.
The very first time, I was already half a drink deep, so I was drunk.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and yeah. I think you were pretty easy to talk to, but I guess in the sense of this question is talking to a guy,
Yeah, I don't
you're
even
telling
think
me you'll be socially awkward.
I'm socially awkward just in general. It doesn't really matter what the audience is, but like I have to read the situation. Like if everyone around me is comfortable, I might be
Mhm.
willing to like dial up the weirdness a little bit. So like my awkwardness is like a volume.
Okay.
It's like a volume knob. Like I can turn it up and I can turn it down. Depending on the situation that I'm in, like I'll start off high and then like slowly turn it down, but my weird volume goes up the more comfortable I get. So like the more confident I get in a situation, the weirder I will be. That's
Hmm.
just how it is. It's a odd little valley graph where it's like where my inhibitions start to lower, my weirdness goes up. So I will be
Mm-mm.
super super awkward just in general. Like it doesn't matter who I'm with or who I'm talking to for the first time. Like I'll try to break the ice and try to be, somewhat awkward and weird and be like, are you going to laugh at that? Or did I just like make a fool out of myself and you just think I'm a serial killer now?
But I thought you mentioned before that you're one of those people that you feel like you have to be one of the smartest people in the
Yes.
room.
And that's where I get super awkward because I will say something like,
Oh,
I'll
okay.
start off with like a National Geographic fact that no one need to know.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll be like, yes. Did you know about the life cycle of mosquitoes? And then people are like, huh? And then I'm like, oh, right, wrong room.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine that? Like again, one of the questions this listener posed to us was, "Is there a difference over a screen or in person?" Could you imagine that? Literally, Chris matching with you on Bumble, where the female has to be the first person that says something, or else this little connection expires, and she goes, "Hey, by the way, do you know the life cycle of a mosquito?" That's like just a banger right there.
Yeah, I genuinely want to know. Do you want to know about it? Because I can tell you. Like-
Oh my god. I wouldn't even know. And like this is like a lot of guys on Tinder, Bumble, whatever. They're like men standing beside their trucks or like them on a boat holding a fish. I don't know if they'd
what?
be able to. Yeah, there's like that. Okay,
Hol-
you're clearly not on these dating apps.
well, obviously, Nikki, have you met me?
Oh right, sorry, wrong crowd, wrong crowd. Do you
Yes.
have Christian Mingle?
No. God.
Okay, 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 okay. Is
Good
there another
lord.
one for like, I don't know, is there other ones for Mormons or something? I don't know.
I don't know, but if there's one for like people looking for like a survivalist partner for the zombie apocalypse, like I'm in.
I don't think that app is created yet.
I guarantee we can find a niche for it. But continue.
Yes, no, yeah, we will talk to a app designer and get on that right
That's
now.
amazing.
It will probably get higher ratings than the Trump app that's out there. So
Oh my god.
you're in the clear. Don't
Amazing.
worry. Yes. So no, there's a lot of gentlemen. I don't know if it's just Canadian boys. Like I honestly, I haven't had the chance because I was lucky enough to meet a very nice gentleman who we go by calling him Mr. Pharmacist. And
Indeed.
before I was ever able to use these apps down in the States for whatever reason. But in Canada, where I've been in Canada, there are a lot of gentlemen that are holding fish,
Oh my
especially
god.
Caucasian boys are holding fish in their profile pictures or standing next to, again, their truck or their car or
Tell me, like, you've at least found one profile with a guy holding a fish, and he's like, in the caption, he's like, see, I'm a catch, or like something really dumb and punny.
oh no, it's
No!
always it I know. If it was something
Missed
punny,
opportunity! Ugh!
I would have jumped on that. Okay, you know
I
my
know you
like
love a dad
love
joke.
affair with dad jokes and shitty puns, but no, they're always like just. I think they're trying to show off that they're adventurous or that they like to go fishing. Jesus, I don't even know, but if like that's your hobby, I mean like I'm not down, okay?
I
Once a
mean,
month,
yeah,
us
I mean,
girls,
you're
we
literally
already
just
deal
doing
with
like,
smelling like fish.
or
Okay, we're okay.
wow. I mean, I was literally gonna say if your hobby is trickery and murder, I'm not into it, but okay.
No, no, no. No, they're usually something stupid on their profile. Like, I don't know. They say what really what it is on these apps, it's always just their name and then their age, right? And
Oh
then so you
man,
get to say whatever. Some don't say anything,
that's
and then some are
ominous.
like, yeah, and then some are, I don't know, something just really stupid, like, "Oh, I like TV. Do you wanna come over and Netflix and chill?" Or something just super
Gross.
stupid. You know that these guys are out there just for, like, the quick, tap, tap, and then leave kinda thing, right? But, yeah, so there goes that, but, it's starting a conversation or how do you carry a conversation, don't start off with a National Geographic, a piece of information that they might be looking at you like, "What the fuck?"
Oh my
If
god.
this we're trying to give genuine advice here, Chris, okay? This
Well,
poor listener is
like,
coming
there
to
you
us.
are asking me for my 2 cents on this, Nikki. What do you think was gonna happen here? Oh my
I don't
goodness.
know. This poor listener is definitely not getting great advice, from 2 psychos.
I know. I'm so
So
sorry. I'm so sorry you had to turn to us.
I know.
Oh
It's
my
like, what
god.
other options did you try before you came to us? Like, you poor soul.
Good lord. Let me tell you. Okay. So, from what I've gained from my limited knowledge again of the cinematic masterpiece that is MTV's Catfish, um
Right?
what
Oh
I have
god.
seen with how these people often connect is like they've gone through like a rough time and they're like empathetic with one another and they like understand each other's like feelings on like
Mhm.
a primitive baseline level. Like, yes, you are sad. I have too in my life felt sadness. Let me express said sadness as a way of showing you that I understand you. And I
Right.
mean that's like baseline just like humaning.
Right,
So
okay.
I mean like just like connect like I don't know, find something to talk about. Find like a thing, be it a mosquito fact or not.
Connect on a baseline,
Yeah,
okay.
just find some sort of like if there was a Venn diagram and you two were two separate circles, find the bit in the middle. Find something in common and then extrapolate on that.
But how do we even get to the Venn how do you even get to the middle of
Oh,
the Venn diagram?
oh
Like, how do you start? How do you start?
okay, how do you start? Sorry, I answered the carry part. I'm
Yeah, yes.
Yes. So I answered part A, part B. I'll go to part A. Starting a conversation again. I'm like the worst, but like if it if it comes like I'm again an awkward person. I'll lean into it every single time. I'll lean into like the
Uh-huh,
weirdness. If there's like a
uh-huh.
crippling awkward silence, I'll be like, yeah. So then Blue Jays, huh? That that
But
that yeah, that's something. And it's funny because it's a cliche because that's like a dumb thing that people say when there's nothing to say and it's like hyper aware
yeah,
that people know it. So sometimes I'll get a laugh, but I also genuinely love the Blue Jays. So if someone like
okay.
will be like, yeah, they're having a short season. They couldn't find anywhere to play this season because, the government. And we're like, haha, oh wow, you know things about baseball. I know things about baseball. Maybe we can talk about baseball. And then boom, conversation
Okay.
and potential best bro to watch the season with.
No, not best bro. They're looking for a soulmate, okay? Not best bro. No,
I
no,
know,
don't
but
friend zone them.
a best bro could be a soulmate too. Best bros. Bromate.
Right, okay.
I don't know. Yeah.
Bromate.
Yeah.
Bros with benefits, maybe.
I hate that. That's terrible. Uh,
Oh, that's pretty good, yo. Bros with benefits,
It's
dude.
really funny because my pal Rich like had said that last week, and I cringed outright. Like I don't remember
Shut
what the
up.
context was, but he was like, "Yeah, like bros with benefits." I was like, "Ugh, "That's terrible."
Oh my god, me and Rich on the same
I
wavelength.
hate
I
that.
feel you.
I don't
Hi,
like. I
bro.
don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like
What do
having
you
like.
mean?
I don't like that. I don't like having that energy like in my day to day life, and then I see you via video call and do the podcast with. It's like I get it from all sides. It's just like
What does that say, though,
it's
Chris?
just a
No, no,
constant
no.
wave
What
of
does that
like
say about you
I know. What does that say about me as a human being? What energy am I
and the
attracting in
friends
the
that you
universe?
have? What does that say about you and the people you attract into your life? We're all the
I
same.
know. What is my aura being put out in the universe. I'm literally like I'm like a nun in a frat house. Like, I don't understand what's happening. Nikki's face.
That is such a good analogy.
Yeah, you guys are just a bunch of frat boys. It's
Perfect.
ridiculous. You're all just a bunch of Chads.
Chad.
God.
I'm a Brad.
Yeah, just all a bunch of. Okay, fine. You're a Brad to Rich's Chad.
Sup, bro?
Oh God, I hate this. I know he's probably gonna listen and be like, "Sup, Nikki? You're my bro."
Yes.
It's terrible. I hate this. God. Anywho, um, yeah, like just find a dumb thing, like break the awkwardness and like lean into the awkwardness if you have to lean into it, and just like figure it out. Yeah, I mean, like it's bad because I say this and I work in retail, so literally my job is to have conversations with people all day long, and a lot of times they come in and they come in for various reasons, and if they're spending a lot of money on something, you have to like cut to the core and find out all these things about people, and you have to ask those weird, terrible, insightful questions, and sometimes it starts with something like innocuous, like how's your day going? What was there something that made you smile today? Tell me about it.
Dude, that went
like,
deep
I don't know,
real fast. Like,
oh, dude, this is what I told you. Like, I'm like firing on 100 right now.
So
like,
I guess what Chris is trying to say is, pretend you're a salesperson at a retail store, and then try to have a conversation with a complete stranger. If you're through in person or through text, or does this work both ways?
This is just like baseline human interaction. As someone who does not like people but has to like work with people day to day for money, I this is the way I like get through my day. I always have like a handful of like really insightful questions in my back pocket, and like watching people like be a little surprised by them is like my favorite thing. Was there something that made you smile today? Tell me about it. It's a good way to sort of break the ice, and it's a good way to sort of get people out of their heads. And a lot of times people will like just word vomit their way through it because they're so excited to tell you about it.
I think women, we like to, as I mentioned before, we like to listen to our thoughts while we're talking. So I get that. I think that totally works. When you ask somebody, that provokes them to talk more about themselves, because people like to genuinely talk about themselves. And then just just to have somebody to listen, that works probably like 90% of the time. Don't quote me. But yeah, I think that works for sure.
Yeah, I think that's like a foolproof way for like the socially awkward or the socially scared to be able to like, just not even talk to somebody over an app or talk to someone on the street or anything like that, but just like get through life day to day.
Yeah, agreed. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'll answer the question as well.
Yeah.
How do I talk to a guy?
Yeah.
Well, it depends, because part of this question is also, is there a difference over screen or in person? So if you're meeting somebody online dating, it's very common now in like the 21st century. I'm always confused. Are we in the 20th century or the 21st century, or is this like
21st?
21st. Okay.
21st.
Is this like Adobe, or is this like,
Oh my God.
Okay, so what I'm trying to get at is, if it's on a screen where literally you don't know what they actually look like, actually it's just pictures. Like, guys know how to use Photoshop too, KK. It's like, so for me, it's like, if an app is all based on physical appearance, I want to know, do you actually look like that? Back to your catfish thing. I want to know if you actually look like that, because if the importance is that you want to be physically attracted to this person first and foremost, you want to confirm that. So we will start off with, hey, nice stock photo. Where'd you get that? No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
Jesus.
But I would comment on their physical appearance, just because this app is, most apps are just it's just your picture, and then you can be so lazy that you don't put anything, and it's just your first name and your age, right? I don't know how tall you are. I don't know your religious background. I don't know, whether or not you have dietary restrictions because, mama like to eat, okay? And just, if you're shorter than me, you can't protect me against a zombie apocalypse.
This is true.
Okay? And I'm not that I'm not Chris. I won't sacrifice you. Like, I would just really hella bored if I was by myself. Like, I need somebody to be with.
Wow.
If it was just gonna be us against the world, kind of, you know. So yeah, I want to know. I want to know how tall you are. I want to know what you sound like. That to me is a
Hmm.
big one. Like, if you look good but you sound like a Mickey Mouse, like we gonna have a
Oh
problem.
my god. Yikes. I mean, like, you're not
Who
wrong.
knows?
Yeah, it's see again, yeah, I guess that really does play a big part is like I didn't really think about it is on screen versus in person. Like again, like I would do a great job on screen. Like again, I will write
Oh yeah,
elegies. Like I kill it, but it's like
yeah.
even to start that conversation, like that would be so you're saying I can't use a National Geographic fact.
No, I mean you can. I think there's different ways to attack this. If it is meeting someone through the vast Ethernet, internet,
Uh,
whatever atmosphere you're in. Um, there's that strategy where you throw out some random fact and you see and you test this guy's humor, right?
yeah.
So if you to the listener who's asking us this question, maybe you want to go back to the episode where I talked about 5 things that I think make a great partner.
Yes.
Um, and one of those things was humor, right? So I
Yeah,
want to
that's
know,
super
are you
important.
funny, right?
Yeah.
Do you have the same level of intellect that I do, or even better, or
Mhm.
even smarter than me, so that you can, you know, make me into a better person as well? So I want to know all these things, right? So you could start off with a random fact like Chris and then see where that goes. Establish that baseline, like she says, or
Mhm.
like me, where I know what I want and my what was like I know what my purpose is on this
Yeah.
app. And if it's just to, have like a quick little, I don't know, fun thing going on, you maybe want to like establish that too. Just make sure that they know what expectation there is and just
Oh, that's very fair.
right, like this is what I
Keep
want,
yourself
this is what I
safe.
don't want.
Be safe.
Mhm, mhm.
Make good choices. At the end of the
Exactly.
day, you have to be comfortable and you have to, you know, not end up in someone's icebox. So, be
Oh, Jesus.
be safe and make good choices.
Yeah, don't get locked in someone's basement,
Yes.
okay?
I don't want to
Yeah.
see you on Dateline NBC. God knows, like, I've already seen enough episodes. So don't make me
Oh
watch
my
any more
god.
seasons. Good Lord.
You and my sister, same shit. She fucking falls asleep listening to some Korean girl talk about murder mysteries,
I
like, while she eats
love
chicken, like,
that.
nuggets, like 200 chicken nuggets or something. I
That's
don't know.
literally
So
my dream.
anyways, um, but the difference is, although in person, I think again, establish that baseline of what you want and what you're expecting out of this. Because remember, you're going into this for you, and
Mm-hmm.
this person should not be like, don't put your happiness on them, don't project
Mm-hmm.
your happiness on them. It's more like they should be a bonus. You should be happy with yourself and you should love yourself regardless, and then you know what you're trying to look for, and then go out there and let them know what you're trying to look for. Also, men are very attracted to very confident women. I don't know if like that's such an old saying, but it's really true.
Huh.
If you're confident and you come off strong, I think guys are really into that. And I know it's 2020, but it still works. Trust me. Um, don't quote me. Don't trust me, actually. I don't know what I'm saying.
Don't trust me. I don't know what I'm saying.
And then, yeah, and then go on from there, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that was two very different sides of the same coin. Yeah, I think
Mm-hmm.
yeah, two different takes on that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the last part of this question.
Okay, okay.
So it's like specifically like if you don't know this person or they're like a complete stranger that you met at a dating app or on the street. So like really making that connection with someone that you like don't know off outright. How would you
Mm-hmm,
go about
mm-hmm.
that? Like just someone, it's like you see them on the street and you're like, I want to have this conversation with someone.
Oh, I want Chris to answer this first. So, like, what if like some guy comes up to you at a bar and buys you a drink?
Impossible
I know your
because
answer
I
is like,
don't
I
go
don't
out.
drink. No, okay, no. I know it's COVID. Not during COVID. Come on, come on. Like you were say I came from Vancouver to Toronto
Yes.
after COVID, post COVID,
Yes.
post dinosaurs. Nikki comes to Toronto
Yes.
and then you're like, "Yo, let's go out, bitch." And then so we go out and
Yes.
then you're looking fab and some guy
Hardly.
then comes over and talks to you. I duck to the bathroom. What's going to go on? What are you going to say? What he goes, "Hey, I saw you from across the room. I guess there's no more social distancing.
And I'd been like, dude, I just want to let you know that I write comedy for a living, and that was a terrible line. I'm going to need you to see yourself out. Okay, thanks.
Okay, and then he comes back with, well, I see COVID didn't take you out. Can I?
And then I said, I kind of wish it did.
Fuck it out, Chris. Oh my god.
This is really what happens. So I'm so sorry.
Oh my god. It's like I'm trying here. Guys, I'm trying, okay? Audience, I'm trying.
Yeah, imagine all those poor interactions. Yeah, it's rough.
Okay. Well, no, okay,
Okay, but
though.
in all seriousness, right away I'm like on all alarms. I'm like, no. I don't want to end up on a Dateline NBC episode, as previously mentioned.
Right, but I'm in the bathroom. I'm gonna come back. Don't worry. I won't let you go.
Oh, either
so you're
which
in a
way,
safe setting.
I'm like, no. I'm kosher. I'm good right here. I'm fine. Leave me alone. Don't look me in the eye.
But what if he's like Ben Schwartz's like lookalike?
No, I don't want the knockoff.
Oh,
God, good lord. I want the real thing. Anyways, I will humor you and play devil's advocate for this one time.
yes. Come on.
Just for you. I wouldn't even. It's weird because, like, in those situations where it has happened, it's a lot of times I will honestly just shrug them off. It's done. It's over with. I'm like, okay, have a great night. Or I have like a big brother figure there being like, menacing in a corner so no one like comes near me, and it's great and it's wonderful, and everybody should get themselves a menacing big brother figure to take with them everywhere.
Is that rich?
I got a few like really great human beings in my life who like look out for me all the time. Like, I love you guys. Okay. You guys are great. Thanks for being big and menacing. I trust all of you.
Well, it's not that hard because you're like literally 4'11".
Okay, that's besides the point. I'm like 5'2" on a good day, okay? God.
Oh shit, are you taller than me?
I'm like 5'2" like on a good day. Oh, because I'm always in
heels.
Yes, I'm like 5'2" on a good day. Like if I slept really well, I did some stretches that morning. I'm like, you know what? I feel really great today. I'm gonna stand with confidence. My hair looks great today. Yeah, I'm like 5'2". I'm great.
I don't remember that because I guess like I'm 5'1" on any day. So like whenever, I guess like every time I meet you, I'm always in heels.
Yeah, and then I'm always in Blundstones too. So they're not very high,
right,
but
so I'm always like
I've got a little
average
lift to them.
5'4", 5'5".
Yeah,
that's why I thought you were small. Okay.
Yeah, you've got like giraffe syndrome. You got like Napoleon syndrome because you're like always on stilts.
Oh my god. And it's funny because then I'm just making that connection now that you're taller than me by like,
wow. Good lord. Oh man. I actually have never seen you without heels, so this is like a very funny
Next time we'll
wear sneakers.
COVID, when I come,
it'll be great.
I'll wear flip-flops if you want me to.
Done. Perfect.
I'll go barefoot.
So will I. It'll be great. No, you won't. You have a thing with feet.
Oh yes, no. I'll wear socks and flip-flops. Don't judge me.
I was like, there it is. I'm like, no, you won't. You have a foot thing. Yeah, but in those situations, like even in like safe spaces, yeah, like I'll maybe like, immediately call them out for having a dumb joke or immediately call them out for saying something stupid. And just like turn into like
that was their tactic.
Yeah, and just be like, hey, this is like, so you said this really dumb thing. I might even like give them a pointer and be like, you said this really dumb thing, but like it would have been more effective if you said this really dumb thing. And then maybe like start a conversation. Yeah, because I have to be the smartest person in the room all the time.
But you know what that comes off as? That comes off as like flirty though, Chris.
It really doesn't, because I'm like, let me show you how you did this wrong, and let me show you how you elevate this for the next time you try, and hopefully you're successful. I wish you all the best.
Depending on how you say it, I think it can come off a little flirty. Okay, no, I get it. Okay, that works.
Yeah.
That works.
I mean, that'll happen, but a lot of times, there's like menacing big brother in the corner who's like, don't even look at her. Like, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Right. Okay. So what if it was online then? What if, I don't know, something snapped in your brain, you downloaded a Christian Mingle, and then this nice Christian boy then messages you.
A Bible verse. I would then
Okay.
I would then
Well,
respond in a Bible
he starts
verse.
off as a Bible.
Yeah, and then I would
he
probably
starts off with
respond
a
in
Bible
another
verse.
Bible verse that was the exact opposite of what he just said, because the Bible is filled with contradictions.
Oh shit!
There you go.
Okay, we just went there.
Because again,
We just went there.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I don't want to infuriate other people that are religious.
Yeah,
So,
that's all I'm gonna say.
We'll
That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. It's just like Shakespeare, guys.
Okay.
Lots of contradictions. Literature, English major. That's me.
Yeah, no ESL, so
Jesus.
we're not going there.
Oh my gosh.
So, I guess for a complete stranger, I can't say that I've actually no, maybe like once or twice. One or twice. See, in ESL, it's coming back out.
Oh
okay?
my God!
Once or
Stop.
twice, I've been sent drinks, and I don't go out much, despite what people might think. I know because I look like a ratchet Aritzia bitch.
Oh wow.
So
God, Nikki.
I only go out to those types of environments when it's like somebody's birthday. Like I would not go to a club unless it was like somebody's birthday, and literally this bitch wants to celebrate by getting hammered and getting like sweat on them from other strangers rubbing on them because this freaking club is so packed. Okay,
that's disgusting. So God,
yeah, no, it's actually no. Trust me, it's not a good time.
Not cute.
So it's either that or we go to like some dinner thing and then it leads to like a bar kind of thing.
Yeah, like I'm okay with that. Like I'll go to those kind of things, but it's got to be like has to be an event. There has to be like some sort of reason that I need to leave my blanket cocoon. Yes. If there's
right. I wouldn't just go by myself.
Exactly.
Just for no fucking reason.
No.
Right. So on those occasions, there's been once or twice somebody might have sent drinks. I don't know if it was to the wrong girl, because the guy sent to me. But if you didn't watch the safety tip, if you didn't watch the guy make the drink, don't fucking drink it. Okay. If you didn't watch them make the drink, don't drink it. Just Mama Sue for you right here.
Yes.
And then if a guy just like politely decline, okay?
Yeah.
Just so you know. Just I maybe do the thing where it looks like you're drinking it, but throw it across your shoulder.
Just pour it into a plant. Find your nearest plant and just empty it into said plant.
Yes. Poor plant. Fuck.
I know.
Okay.
Yikes.
So if you did watch the bartender make it because this guy comes up to you and asks you what you want to drink and then proceeds to have a conversation with you and then you watch them make it, okay, obliged, just thank you for the drink, and if they want to continue conversation, well, ladies, you don't need to have a conversation with them because they bought you a drink. Okay, it was their choice to buy you a drink. If they wanted to with their money, you're not obligated to talk to them for it.
You're not a commodity. You are a human being. That's right.
Oh yeah, you a boss bitch. Okay, keep that boss bitch mindset when you go out, because again, if you're trying to attract men, they are attracted to confidence. If you're not trying to attract men, make sure you make them know that you're not there for their pleasure. You're there because it's your girlfriend's birthday. You're paying attention to them. Thank them for the drink and move on. But if you are looking to attract the male species or the female species, whatever you're into, zombie apocalypse partner, then, engage in light conversation. See if it's worth your time. Don't go both feet into the deep end. Just dip your toes in it a little bit. I'm using a lot of feet analogies, even though I was gonna
point it out. Good on you. I'm proud of you. This is development for you. This is great.
What are you gonna say? You can't say like dip your fingers in the lake. That doesn't make any sense. That sounds very sexual.
Wow, I was gonna say you could test the waters and just take out the anatomy altogether.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Test the waters.
Wow.
Test the waters. It's like dyeing your hair. Don't bleach it right off the fucking bat. Just ease into it. But yeah. So like, if they're worth your time, if you decided that it's worth your time, then continue the conversation. Like Chris said, try to find some the baseline, and establish that, and then go from there.
Yeah, that sounds.
We make it sound so easy.
It's really not, because then it's like you'll see me at a restaurant where I'm just like trying to avoid eye contact with everyone and everything.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
no, I can see that.
Yeah, I mean that happened literally like 2 days ago. So here we are. Yeah, it's a great time.
Oh, Okay, okay.
Yeah.
She's like, let me eat my pasta in
Literally, I'm like, I
peace,
just want to
bitch.
eat. I came to this restaurant because all I want to do is eat pasta on this patio. That's all I want to do. Don't look at me. Leave me alone. God.
Yeah, you would have lost that $100,000. It's like, don't even look at me right now,
I just want to
okay?
eat my tiramisu. Leave me alone. I came here for tiramisu
You're
and
nice to
pasta.
waiters, though.
Oh, I'm
Yeah, I
super
know.
nice.
You're nice.
I'm the most polite.
Yeah.
I've worked in the service industry my whole life. Like
Hmm,
retail is
hmm.
not an easy beast, and having to deal with people is not an easy
Yeah.
beast. I will put as much kindness to a server as I would want to get in my normal day-to-day work life. No,
Right.
those guys work hard. They deserve a kind conversation. That's it.
Hmm, hmm.
But anyone else, I'm like, don't look at
Okay.
me. Don't look at me in the eye. Just let me eat my tiramisu. God.
Uh, okay, so I think we
I
answered
think
the
we
four
got it.
questions in a very long-winded
A
way.
very roundabout way.
Yes. Did you want to maybe go back and like
And
shorten, just give like a
summarize
bullet point answer? Yeah.
in
So
summation.
that the poor listener, if they got lost, can come back to this and be like, okay, this
Oh
is what they
yeah,
said.
oh yeah. Okay, guys, get ready for this. Okay, how do you talk to a guy? Answer, don't. How do you start or carry a conversation? Easy, don't. You'll end up in a fridge. Is there a difference over a screen or in person? Yes. In a screen, like you can pretty much make up everything you want to make up about yourself, and in person, you get sweaty and awkward. Especially if the person you don't even know them, like a complete and total stranger that you met on a dating app or in the streets. That's an episode of Catfish and or an episode of Dateline NBC. Boom, done.
Okay. Right. Okay. So
Oh, do you want
I
to?
guess my
Yeah,
turn.
go ahead.
Did you are you sure you're satisfied with those?
Okay,
Are you
fine, 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 fine,
satisfied with
fine,
those answers?
fine, fine, fine. Oh God. Ugh. I mean, those were the answers that I wanted to give in my heart, but okay. How do you talk to a guy?
Can you just give like a humanly answer, Chris?
Jesus. Okay, fine. Um, Nikki's just like so frustrated.
I'm red not only from the heat that is Vancouver weather, but also I can't complain because Chris is
I'm
in
in
like freaking 40-degree
degree
heat right
heat
now.
right now. Okay.
Right, right. I shouldn't
It's a
complain.
humidex of 40-degree weather. It is like walking through minestrone soup out of a pot. That is what it feels like outside.
It's just she's on the inside of a French onion soup, okay?
Yes.
Like
I am
underneath
the
all
bread that
that.
you dip into the soup. That's what I feel like right now.
That sops up all the oil and the juice.
Yes, that's
Yes.
exactly what it is right now. I'm just covered in a thin film of grease. It's just sad.
Yeah, no, me too, girl. Me too. No, I'm sweating because not only the heat, but just it's so funny to see you talk about something that I guess I can't see there's things that where you're passionate about where it's like, writing, comedy. You can talk my head off about how shows are, what was it again? Oh, like when shows should have ended
Yes.
because the character
I will
development
tell you,
has reached its peak
I have a
climax and
lot of
shit.
feelings about a lot of television shows, and I have ruined a lot of
Yes.
friendships because of this.
Right, and you have a lot of things to talk about, other things that you're passionate about. It's just for you to answer these questions is it's just so funny. I don't know. I can't explain it. I can't. My ESL brain can't compute
Stop.
words to how to like explain this
Oh
feeling of just
man.
having Chris trying to describe how she would court a man. Like it's just I don't know. I don't know. Okay, sorry. Go
Oh
ahead.
man.
Just revise your
Jesus.
answers.
Okay, fine. I'll give you like the human answer. Um the one to
Right.
satiate all of you people. How do you talk to a guy? Find a baseline and like have a conversation, ask an insightful question where, they can talk about themselves because people are naturally terrible and like to only talk about themselves. Because that's just how we're
Mhm.
built. Like, how do you carry or start a conversation? Be awkward, lean into the awkwardness if you have to. Have a National Geographic fact that you like to pull out just to show that you're the smartest person in the room, like yours truly, and all of that good stuff. Those are my go-to icebreakers, if you will. Is there a difference over a screen in person? Absolutely. Absolutely. If you're socially awkward, stick with what you know. Don't be sweaty and awkward in real life because you'll end up looking like Jabba the Hutt. Star Wars reference because I'm a nerd.
Oh God.
And I'm currently Jabba the Hutt right now. It's not pretty. 40-degree weather.
Me too,
Yes, girl. Yes. And especially if the person, you don't even know them, like a complete or total stranger that you met on a dating app or in the streets. For real, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm still sticking with my answer on that one. Safety first. Be careful. Make good choices. Run a background check. Get that one friend who's like really good with social media to like find out if they have like
stalk the shit out of them.
Find out if they have like, I don't know, a record for murder. Because, you know, if everybody had just done that with Ted Bundy, you know, if Google was a thing back in Ted Bundy's era, he wouldn't have murdered all those people. Because you know what? Rebecca Matina, shout out to Rebecca Matina, would have gone on Instagram and found Ted Bundy and been like, no, this guy's a full out murderer. Don't talk to this person. And then problem solved. He wouldn't have been murdered that day. So, yeah, that's pretty much my answers for that.
Okay, no. I get that.
Are you happy now?
Thank you for the...
God.
I'm happy, good. Yes. I'm satiated. Good. Okay, you've quenched my thirst.
Good, you're quenched.
Okay. I'm quenched.
Good. Amazing.
Dripping in my own sweat. Yes. Okay, so how do you talk to a guy? Again, be the boss bitch that you are. Don't come off as frail. You know, be confident and just you know, when you feel comfortable with who you are in your own skin, then I think it kind of gives off that vibe, you know, and it attracts the right people. So start a conversation and how to carry one. Be yourself. If they don't like you for who you are, why waste the time anyways? Guys, it could just imagine the scenario of just you coming, like, you know, if you're one of the people that, oh, I'm gonna eat a salad, you know, and then like 2 years down the road of you secretly stuffing your face at home after every time you've gone out to dinner with him and you guys move in together, you can't stuff your face anymore with a bag of chips when you're home because he's home now too. You're gonna be the one who's looking dumb.
Guys, just remember, there are plenty of other fish in the sea that are not in Tumblr profile pictures. You will find someone who loves you as you are. So don't settle for anything less. Just be yourself.
You mean there's plenty of guys that don't carry fish in their pictures on Tinder?
I'm assuming so, yes.
Oh wow. That's a world that I want to be a part of.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Girls, there's much more fish in the sea. Yes. Okay. And dude, there's how many people in the world? How many billion people?
7 billion?
Yeah, there's 7 billion people in the world, and you think that you're gonna find your man at a club? Fucking go to a library. I'm kidding. No, there must be nice guys at the club, but I mean, like, nice guys don't carry fish.
Wow.
Okay, in their Tinder profiles.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get so much hate, dude. I'm gonna get so much, like, just guys with fish are just gonna come to my house and just throw fish. Actually, that would be welcome.
I was gonna say. I was like, aren't you pescatarian? This is perfect.
I know, yeah, it's perfect. Make sure you also buy cans of caviar and throw it at my house. That'd be nice.
Yeah, if we're throwing fish at Nikki's front door, can we only specifically just throw salmon? Just salmon, like beautiful cuts of salmon and tuna, please. Just
yes, and salmon roe.
Make sure and salmon roe. Yes,
roe in the. That'd be nice.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Okay,
so if we're gonna disrespect Nikki, like at least do it classily.
Yes. Please do that.
Yeah.
I would love some albacore tuna.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, let me buy a blowtorch. Let me just sear up that baby. Ooh.
Yes. Get that torch.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh man.
Okay. Sorry, we got to go back to this. Okay. Especially if you don't know them, complete stranger wise, just be careful. If you're out there, just be careful. Again, watch your drinks, and if you're on a dating app. If you would know if you're interested, I think after maybe the first day or second day, if you're interested, you would genuinely want to talk to them. You'd like look forward to their text or whatever it is. If you've lost it after 48 hours, move on.
Do the same thing that I do with clothes. If I see something in a shop, I leave it for 48 hours, and if someone bought it in my size and it doesn't work anymore, that means I wasn't meant to have it. There it is. 48-hour rule.
Fate.
Yeah.
Okay. We're ending this on a good note. Again, if you guys would like to come and throw fish at my house, that's totally welcome.
Yes, just only good cuts. Only good cuts. Make sure it's fresh.
Yes.
Make sure it's on ice. And make sure it's like in a
Oh yeah,
sealed like
please.
Ziploc bag, so Nikki could like
Oh, COVID.
make a lot of like poke bowls and all that stuff out of them.
Oh, that'd be so nice. Yeah,
Yeah,
if you guys could just, I don't know, just just be sanitary and put it into a Ziploc bag,
yes,
and maybe in a cooler with ice. That'd be
that'd
nice
be really
too.
great.
And then chuck that at my house. That'd be
Yeah, that'd
nice.
be really great. See, I'm out here hustling for you, Nikki. Yeah.
Thanks, thanks. I'll send some to Toronto for
Oh my god,
you.
yes. Yeah, do that. I'd be super excited. Yeah.
Yes. So everybody remember Chris's golden rule, or not golden rule, but just like golden statement. There
Yes.
are plenty of fish in the sea. No, Chris, you say it. It sounds so much
Oh
better coming from
man.
you.
Oh man. What did I say? Oh, there's plenty of fish left in the sea that aren't in men's Tinder profile pictures. Boom.
And bam, there you go. Thank you guys for listening to this week's episode. Make sure to follow us on our social media, Chris.
Yes, follow us at Edit to Reel on the Hipstagram and on Twitter. You can also email us all of your questions at edittoreelpodcast@gmail.com. All of the twos are number twos. So holla at us.
Because we're so cheeky.
Oh my god, we're like super smart because there's two of us. Get it? Oh my god.
Get it? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it works on like so many levels.
Sorry guys, but
this is all we do. Okay.
Have a good day. Have a good week. And we will see you next Tuesday. Stay real.
Stay real.